Millions of people visit the Vietnam Memorial Wall in Washington, D.C. every year.
And one Eastern Iowa Vietnam veteran is on a mission to make these fallen soldiers more than just names on a wall. Fox 28's Jennifer Hildreth has his story.
We've all heard the saying, a picture is worth 1,000 words. But one Eastern Iowa man is taking that saying to heart in an effort to make sure his fallen comrades are never forgotten.
I knew it was coming. I wasn't surprised, but you have that anxiety, and you're pretty, I was 19 years old, scared.
Ordered report for induction.
It was 1967 when Janesville native Tom Brickman was drafted. And even though he only spent a year as an Army specialist in Vietnam, he spent most of the last 45 years trying to forget his time there.
You know, for years, I always put the war back in my mind. A lot of people didn't even know I served, and we never talked about it.
This is a picture of my back, my best side.
But that all changed 2 years ago when Tom and his family visited the Wall That Heals.
I said, if they have the statistics or a profile of a soldier, having a photo is so much more, and it completes it.
So Tom, with the help of his daughter Sherry, set out to collect the photos of all 853 Iowans killed in the Vietnam War.
Once we got started, we thought, boy, I don't know if we're ever going to see the light at the end of the tunnel.
But with 2 years of hard work and hundreds of emails, letters, and phone calls,
here are the soldiers that I'm still looking for.
They have found photos for all but 4 of the fallen Iowa Vietnam soldiers. Besides finding the photos, Tom and his daughter have also turned up a lot of stories and memories since they began this project.
My daughter had sent an email to a woman in Sioux City, Iowa, and when she opened the email, it was 43 years to that day that the Army come knocking at the door to tell her mother that her father was killed over there. And my daughter had wrote, that's terrible timing, but she says, no, it was perfect timing. That I know after all these years that my father hasn't been forgotten.
The photos Tom has collected will be sent to the Vietnam Veterans Memorial Fund. They'll be displayed on their website and in the new Vietnam Education Center being built in Washington, D.C. The photos will also be used here locally at the Sullivan Brothers Iowa Veterans Museum in Waterloo. The museum plans to use Tom's photos in an interactive display as part of their permanent Vietnam War exhibit.
So what we wanted to do was to recognize these men and women who died and to tell something about who they are and show the photograph and tell a little bit about them, just a little bit of information, where they're from, maybe who they were, what they did, what they were doing.
And that's really why Tom started this project in the first place, because those who gave their lives were so much more than just names on a wall. But Tom also got something back from this project, the chance to heal after all those years.
And it's helped me kind of open up, talk about some of the experiences I went through the war. So it's been a pretty awesome experience.
If you'd like to help Tom find the last 4 photos he needs, I posted the soldiers' names and information on our website.